The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The empty seat. Who was actually just that, an empty chair in your office because you couldn't find someone to fill it. So it just sat there costing you money with all its fancy ergonomic features. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can make it easy to fill that seat with the right candidate, with nearly 60% of businesses finding someone to interview in the first week alone. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
No one goes to Hank's for his spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Golfweek Amateur Tour proudly presents Golfweek Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golfweek Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
Chris, welcome back. Before we even get started, I know we already wished all the moms a happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
But let's say we hope everybody had a happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's good. We're getting better at it, and I hope everybody have a happy Mother's Day. It was a good one, no issues, and the mothers that do play golf out there, I hope they got a chance to go play at least minimum 18 holes.
At least. Well, the guys stayed home and took care of the kids. Mopped the floor.
Right.
Did all the other stuff. Uh-oh, I got a little something over here. Go ahead and stick your face in while you can.
I just want to say I did listen to the last episode and I heard, and I'm not mad, and you did do a good job for wishing a happy Mother's Day, but I know that you specifically said, is Jen listening? Don't be mad. Not mad.
She's crawling on the floor trying to stay out of the camera shot. So and there we have
Crawling or just walking?
Oh well, there's.
I'll get that one next time too.
Yeah. My gosh, but here we are. It's the almost the end of May. We got, by the time this comes out, the PGA Championship will be over, and I don't know if you saw maybe we shouldn't even be talking about this, but that pool that we're in, I know it's early, but I don't know if you saw the thing where I was standing today.
No, I'm kind of avoiding it because I forgot to put in my entries.
Are you kidding me?
No. So I'm a little upset, but
so
it happens.
I had two, and this was up until like 7:00 tonight, and so we're recording this on Thursday. And I know a lot of golf to play, but I had two that were number one, and one that was number 4. Yeah. But now they've fallen back. It was really Justin Thomas that kind of fell back. That kind of hurt me there. But again, it's Thursday. A lot of golf to be played. And,
in my Masters pool, I think I was in the double-digit rankings leading up to Sunday and ended up taking second place. So anything can happen. As long as you guys make the cut, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So we got this is Military Appreciation Month, so we've got two really, really good veterans that we're going to highlight this week. And we would have had a third, and maybe we'll get this guy on in June. But he had to back out because he was having surgery today. And I said, "Well, why didn't you schedule it till tomorrow so we could do this?"
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not how it works. But anyway,
as much fun and power we have with that, in the podcast world, I don't think that works for surgery.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But our first guest, he comes from Cleveland, and Chris, I always pull up their handicaps just to kind of see where they're at. Okay. We had your guy on last episode. Doesn't miss. This
Doesn't
guy
miss.
doesn't miss. So let's go ahead and bring in our first guest from Cleveland, Jaymee Hooshangi. Jaymee, welcome, bud. It's good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
So, one of the things, and I'm not sure if you heard this as you were in the other room, because sometimes people say they hear, sometimes they say they don't. I think it's selective hearing. When we talk bad about people, they say, I didn't hear that. But you've been on tour since 2019, and you've played 107 rounds on tour. You don't miss. Why is that?
Tim, I just love playing tournament golf. I mean, we'll probably get into it a little bit, but I've been playing golf for about 15, 16 years, and
Okay.
I'm like a normal guy. I don't practice as much as I should. One of those guys that watches a
So
lot.
you are a normal guy.
You
are
are
a
a
normal
normal
guy.
golfer.
I absolutely. And, I'm always watching posts on Instagram about tips and all that stuff, and I never go practice it. But you know what they say, you can't change things unless you work a little harder at, getting better. But I just love tournament play. I mean, I've met so many good guys on tour and everything. It's just been a real fun thing for me to do in my life.
Well, we love all our members, but we really love guys like you who don't miss. You travel, you come to national championship, you do regionals, you're all over the place, and you're really the epitome of what the tour is all about. Chris, we talk about this all the time. The guys that we wish we had full tours of, right? It's Jaymee. He's mean mugging me again.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No.
So Jaymee,
No.
tell us about your military service.
Yeah, so I actually grew up on the West Coast. I was born
Oh,
in
wow.
Seattle and grew up in Central Oregon. And after high school, I really had no plan. My parents didn't have money to send me to college, so I did a semester at community college in Central Oregon and met this recruiter who talked me into joining the Army. And I scored really high on the ASVAB test that they give you to determine, kind of what you can do, what job you can have. And I pretty much could have done anything, but he talked me into combat arms, into air defense artillery. And
Oh, wow.
I was a gullible 19-year-old kid. So I'm like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
So, the big thing was the college fund, and the GI Bill that they offered at the time was enough to get me through. So I signed up for 2 years. So I ship out to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, in Lawton, Oklahoma, for my basic training. And I go through basic training. Before we actually start basic training, the drill sergeants come to all us guys who signed up for just 2 years, and they said, hey, if we give you the station of your choice, will you extend for another year? So I'm like, okay. I put 3 stations in, one in Washington, one in California, to kind of be close to home. And the third choice was Fort Carson, Colorado, in Colorado Springs. And wouldn't you know it, they guaranteed me my third choice. So I ended up.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah. I think there was a little method to their madness, but it worked out great. I loved Colorado Springs. Colorado is beautiful out there. Growing up in Oregon, I was a snow skier, so there was great snow skiing out there. And so I did with basic training, and then AIT. I went to Fort Bliss, Texas. So
Yeah.
I was down there in El Paso for a couple months. Beautiful down there, loved it. And then went to my duty station in Fort Carson, Colorado. So I did 3.5 years altogether. And again, my main reason was to get some money for college and better my education and stuff like that. So it worked out well. And then it turns out I met my first wife out there in Colorado Springs, and she was from Medina, Ohio. So when I joined in 1990 and I got out in 1993. And so when I got out, we moved back to Medina, Ohio. I've been in Wadsworth, Ohio since 95. So I consider Ohio home now.
Wow. It's funny. y- So I was in from 86 to 89, so we're kind of in right around the same time.
Yeah.
This is really the last time where there really weren't any type of combat operations, um, like we've been so used to the last 25 plus years. And so times in the military were very, very different. And I know, Chris, don't laugh. I also scored high on the ASVAB.
Mhm. I believe it.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
believe
believe it
it.
too. And I also chose combat arms. It's funny how that works out. But Jaymee, I was like you. I went to I was in the airborne, went to Fort Bragg, and didn't really go anywhere else. So, really atypical of what you would hear from now.
Yep. Yep.
So how do you like doing the artillery stuff?
So I was in a unit for air defense.
Air defense, okay, yeah.
Yeah, shooting down helicopters and fast movers. But when I got in, the unit that I was on was from like the Vietnam War area.
Oh, wow.
Era. So it was a
Mhm.
20 millimeter chain gun mounted onto an APC. And then we had one guy in the back who had one of those high tech Stinger missiles that they
Yeah.
shoulder fired thing.
Mhm.
So did that for a couple of years. And towards the end of my enlistment, they were transitioning to the Bradleys, which had all the high tech heat mapping thermal
Mhm.
scopes and all that stuff. And I only had like 7 or 8 months left. So they're like, you don't need to go through this training. You're getting out soon. Go drive the captain around for the rest of your enlistment. And that was cake, man. That was the best. It was so nice.
It's funny.
Well, I'm not laughing because it is. I never got that type of duty.
Option?
No. I know you're gonna find this hard to believe. I had a little mouth on me back then.
Again, I believe that still.
So anyhow, and so how did you transition into playing golf? I mean, so you get out in early mid-90s. You're
Mhm.
back in Ohio, and how'd you pick up golf?
Yeah, so it was later after kids and family and work and that type of stuff. But the place I worked at, I started my insurance career at Westfield Insurance, and they have 2 beautiful golf courses that they would bring agents in and entertain them and all that stuff. And they had an employee golf league that you could take part in. And I'm like, all right, I'll go I got some golf clubs from Target and just low level stuff, and went out and hacked it up for a while. And once the girls got older and I had more time on my hands, I was like, all right, I'm gonna, try to get better at this. I mean, I grew up playing soccer and playing basketball and very competitive, but I got to the age where my mind knew what I wanted to do, but my body
Mhm.
couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, golf was a nice transition to something still being competitive. I love golf because it's you against yourself. Don't care what everybody else scores, just trying to do the best you can. And over the years, just try to get better. And I, I'm still not where I want to be. My goal is to get to, like a 9 or 10 handicap. I hover around a 15 right now. But I know I need to put in the practice to get to that level. So that's pretty much how I got golf into my life.
Mm. Well, you sold yourself a little short. You're a 14.3
Yeah,
on the tour. That's
yeah,
That's
you know,
solid.
yeah.
yeah.
When
But
I started on tour, I started in sea flight, and I did great. Like I said, without any practice, I've got over 20 trophies and stuff. And a couple years ago, I got bumped up to B flight, and I haven't won since. And technically, I think a 14.3 I could request to go back down to C flight, but I'm gonna stay in B. I'm gonna ride it out and try to get up there towards the top.
Yeah, well, you're really better. I think my personal opinion is you're better off in B flight because it's more of a challenge, right? I mean, it's
Yeah, you're playing
you're
against better players. Yeah, you
hmm
gotta minimize those mistakes.
hmm and eventually something's going to happen. And would it be something if it was this week at Lost Nation?
Oh, how did you know?
See,
Sunday, yeah.
yeah.
Sunday, let's go time.
Uh-huh. So have you played there before?
We have not. This is the first time on tour
Okay.
that we're playing Lost Nation. So it's going to be new to everybody. I don't think any of my buddies have played practice rounds there yet, but
hmm
I think there's some water on the course on a few holes, but it's all about hitting fairways and getting on the greens.
Yes, it's funny. Sometimes we'll have the real good champ flight players come on and we ask them what the secret is, and they say, "Well, it's hit the ball in the fairway and hit the ball in the green and 2 putt, and you're good." I say, "Well, thanks for breaking it down for us."
That those guys, they're just so consistent. A lot of our champ guys, they don't hit the ball really super far, but it's always in the fairway. It's always on the green.
hmm
They usually got a birdie opportunity. If not, they're tapping in for par. And it's
Yeah.
just amazing to me how consistent those guys are.
Who's your top champ player in Cleveland?
I think Brian Pollock, I think is his name. Great guy. I think he's maybe I don't know, maybe a 2 or 3 handicap, something like that. But he just the ball always goes straight, right where he's aiming. And
I
wouldn't
hate
that
when
be
that
nice?
happens.
But yeah, that's part of it too. You got to be aiming in the right direction too, Chris.
Yeah.
So
So
hey, I'm gonna tell you this much. My game is coming along these last 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
So we talk
you
about it
haven't
all
had
the
any
time,
tournaments.
but
You haven't had any
I
tournaments.
know. That's the sad
See?
part.
See?
Well, that's the thing I'm jealous about you guys down in what is it, Las Cruces?
Mm-hmm.
You can play year round, right?
Yeah, we play end of January all the way through the end of September.
See, up here in Northeast Ohio, we don't have that opportunity. I mean, Steve Riley, our Cleveland Akron director, tries to. Oh, sorry
That's all right.
about that. He tries to get some. Come on, dude. He tries to get some tournaments set up. You can cut that out. Edit that out. But
That's staying in, dude.
hey, you made it, buddy. But Steve tries to get some tournaments started in early to mid-April, but it can still be 40 degrees and windy, and it's rough. And it's just now, I think this week, the weather's going to start turning for the better, get into the 70s and a little more golfing weather. So
Nice.
I envy you guys down south.
Yeah. So I mean, I tell people all the time, you don't have to live up there though. I mean, you can.
Yeah,
you-
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
and I'm not busting on Chris here, but he complains about El Paso and the weather there. It's too hot.
It's too hot. I wish I
too
had
hot.
that problem.
But anyway,
it gets pretty toasty.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
it's
you
a-
were here for a while.
wait, yeah, what months were you that what months were you in Fort Bliss?
Oh, so I was there. So I went basic March. So it was probably May and June. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's you guys don't get the humidity down there, do you? Like in the
No.
summertime up here, we get like 90% humidity, and I guess I've gotten used to it, but it's different. When I first moved out here, I was like, what is humidity and why am I so sticky feeling?
Yeah.
That's how I
Yes.
was when we went to Louisiana.
Oh yeah, they get some humidity down there.
Yeah,
So-
and you guys get the lake effect snow up there too.
Yeah,
December
we
and
get lucky
January.
sometimes here
Yeah.
in Wadsworth. We're just a little bit south of this.
hmm
south of the lake effect. It kind of goes Cleveland east over to Ashtabula and Erie, kind of blows straight east that way. But sometimes we get a little bit here. But knock on wood, I haven't had to use my snowblower in the last 2 or 3 years. So
Well, that's good. You
yeah.
know, we got snow here last year in Hilton Head, not this past year, but the year before.
I
And
heard about that.
you would think that we got 3 feet of snow, but
But you did.
but we didn't. We got maybe an inch or 2 inches tops. But what happened is it melted and then froze. It became ice, and so the steps to my office were they didn't clear the steps yet, and so they became ice. So I couldn't get into my office. I didn't have a shovel. It was probably 4 days. Couldn't get in my office for 4 days because of the ice. But yeah,
That's
people
crazy.
just I don't have patience for that. I didn't come down here for that. I
Yeah.
left up there for from all that stuff. So
Yeah, they don't have snow plows down there or any of that type of stuff to treat those situations, do they?
no, but actually there was one. I got behind one, and the guy obviously didn't know how to use it because he had the blade. He had the blade on the road, but he maybe a foot of the blade was on the snow. The rest of it was on like the road. So coming across the Cross Island Bridge. I don't know if you've ever been on that one. That's where we were. It's 2 lanes. It's got a pretty wide pull-off lane on the left side and a pretty wide pull-off lane on the right-hand side. It could really be a three-lane bridge, but only the left-hand lane was open, and he had, like I said, a foot of the blade on the snow. I'm like, dude, it's going to take you 3 years to do that. If you keep doing it inch by inch like that, come on, man, holding everybody up. It was crazy.
3 years.
The snow will be melted by summertime. Anyway. So, Jaymee, what's been your favorite course that you played since you've been on tour?
Oh gosh, we play a lot of courses because not only are we on the Cleveland Akron on the regular side, we don't have a senior tour up here yet, but we've been playing on the Columbus senior tour
Okay.
for a few years, and we get to play a lot of nice private places down there. I think my favorite is New Albany. I won there a couple of years in a row, back to back, but the last 2 times I played there, again in B flight, it's still the same course, but I haven't done as well. But that's probably one of my favorites.
Wow. So you're that's Butch who does that, right?
Yeah, Butch Novak. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know you did seniors too. That's awesome. So, my guess is you don't miss there either.
I play a little better on the senior side. It's a little shorter yardage, and I'm still. It's funny because I was on B in the seniors last year, but I wasn't playing well, so I went back down to C flight on the seniors, and we just had a tournament last weekend down in outside of Columbus. I got second place. I lost by 1 stroke, which was frustrating. Because in your head, you're like, oh, if I wouldn't have 3-putt that green, or if I would have just made that 8-putter, I'd have been right in there. But okay, I just love the competition, and above and beyond that, like I said before, I've met so many good guys, Butch included. I mean, that's how I got into the Golfweek Amateur Tour. My one buddy, Jeff Basinger, and he's an A flighter. We used to run a Monday night golf league at Turkey Foot, which is only like a mile or 2 from Firestone Country Club. So we did that for a few years. And we went to the Cleveland Golf Show one year, and we ran into Butch, and we just talked to him forever. You know how likable a guy he is.
Exactly.
So we're like, all right, hey, let's try this. This sounds kind of cool. You're playing against the USGA rules, and everybody's playing against the same rules, and I've just loved it ever since then. It's been a really beneficial hobby, just for meeting a bunch of good guys, my best friends, and it's just a great organization, very well run. Always look forward to going down to nationals. Last year was the first year since I started playing in 2019 that I wasn't able to make it to nationals because of some work commitments, but I look forward to making it back.
Yeah, you got to come
Nice.
back.
Oh, I love
Um,
it down there.
Me too. I don't know if you know this, but Butch is having a good year in playing so far.
Yeah.
You know, he won.
I
It's
saw
time for
him
him to
won
move
the
up.
regional.
It's time for
Yeah.
him to move up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
he won
Yeah,
the
that's
senior
what we
regional
tell
in
him.
Hilton Head, and then he win the regional at Firestone a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, at
Yep.
Firestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Time for him to move up. I told him that the last time he won at
Yep.
Firestone.
Yep.
Okay, and then
But,
maybe we'll just do it. Maybe
just bump him up. Yeah.
just bump him up. Well, Jaymee, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your service, and I know we're
Sure.
going to see you here in October.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks so much. You guys do a great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it. You take care.
Yep.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's gotta be fast and gotta be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Strixon.
Yeah, Jaymee was awesome. You know, I wish we would have met the body that walked by. That would have been pretty cool. But you know, guys from Cleveland that I've met have
Cleveland rocks.
Huh?
Cleveland rocks.
Oh Jesus. Yes, they do. They were great. When we were in Firestone, they were amazing. But like you said, you know, he doesn't miss. And those are the guys that we like here on tour.
Mhm.
Because if they don't miss, I guarantee you they bring guys with them.
Mhm.
Because it's showing that we're giving out a good product.
Exactly. Now, our next one, he doesn't miss either, except he didn't come to nationals last year.
You know, he didn't go to nationals. He didn't go to the Ryder Cup, and he says that they would have won if he showed up. So
I don't want to hear ifs. That's not no.
it is what it is. And if you haven't gotten the hint from there, next guest is from the Arizona tour, and no, it's not Gabe. Gabe will be on another couple episodes coming up. But this guy, you know, I've got to meet him. It's been a couple years now. He's gonna be a lot closer pretty soon as far as friends are concerned. But let's welcome Mr. Jordan Isaac, assistant director from Arizona, Ryder Cup loser,
Oh man,
Western States Cup
he
loser.
he went right
Oh,
at you,
man.
Jordan. I was
It
going to
was
hold
just
off on that
great.
for a little bit, but I mean,
He-
he
he
went right
wanted-
with the L word. Man,
Oh man, he wants to jump right into it. Let me tell you, Chris. You know, there's still this year. We're bringing the belt back home this year.
oh my
Tim,
god.
you know, if I don't go first, if I don't give it first, I'm gonna end up getting something in return. So I gotta,
I know, but
I
you
did-
didn't even warn me. Gee,
nobody. If you're collateral damage,
I was still stirring my drink, getting ready. Whoa. Oh man, Jordan, somebody's got to be polite to our guest. Jordan, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So, oh my gosh, you know, Chris and I talk a lot about May and how this is my favorite month because we get to honor our veterans. So first, let me be the first to thank you for your service. I really do appreciate your sacrifices, your family sacrifices for what you did. So, why don't you tell everybody what you actually did?
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Well, first and foremost, I appreciate you thank you for my service. It truly is my honor. It was something that for many years before I joined, that's all I thought about wanting to do. That's all I was driven to do. That's all I wanted to do, and it was absolutely my pleasure and my honor to join up and serve our country. I spent just 4 years in the United States Marine Corps. This was during 2009 through 2013. I was a heavy equipment mechanic, and I did 2 combat tours in Afghanistan. The first tour was in the winter of 2010 and 2011. I spent 7 months over there on that tour. I was attached to 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, and we were deployed to the Sangin Valley in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. We were the first Americans to take over that area. We took over for the British out there, and it was a very interesting deployment, if you will. It was one of the bloodiest battles in the Afghan War for the Marines. We definitely lost a lot of good guys out there, a lot of good men. And it was definitely tough. I had challenges, but you learn when you're in that kind of what you're fighting for your brother right beside you, and so it was definitely an experience. My second tour wasn't too long after that. I did another 7-month deployment in 2012, and I was with the Rock Clearance Platoon, and our full mission out there was to identify and destroy IEDs or improvised explosive devices that were typically buried underground. We had to find them, get rid of them, and kind of clear the roadways and clear the pathways for our other Marines and fresh forces that were on the ground on foot, kind of conducting missions and operations out there. So yeah, I did the 2 combat tours, and after that came back home, and I I gone through a lot and was really ready for a break, if you will, ready to step away from that. And so I made the decision to not re-enlist and to go ahead and leave active duty. And yeah, the rest is kind of history from there.
Well,
So where were you stationed when you weren't deployed?
Yeah, so I was stationed at Camp Pendleton in California, Hollywood Marine, they say. Um, but yeah, it's honestly fantastic place to be stationed. I was very lucky. Where I was stationed on the big base. I was right there in San Clemente, California. For anyone who knows that area, beautiful little beach town right there on the ocean, and I was very lucky to have a nice home base, if you will.
Yeah, but you weren't there very often though either. So
Oh
when you
no,
get there,
yeah,
it's
not
good.
too often. Yeah,
So
sure.
so is Arizona where you're from?
Not originally. I'm actually born and raised in Central California, up north, right in the center. Small town Turlock, California, right next to Modesto.
Okay.
But yeah, out in the valley over there. But I've moved out here in '08 and lived here ever since I love Arizona, and so
Hmm.
haven't left yet.
Well, that's good. And how'd you end up with the golf tour?
Well, funny enough, so I started playing golf because of a buddy of mine who played on this tour for a long time, Matt, and we worked together, and I started playing golf in 2020, and he took me out, and we played a few rounds together, and he was telling me about this tour and competitive golf. And I grew up playing sports too, and I like
Okay.
competition, and I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm good enough to play. It just started, but he kind of talked me through it, brought me out, and the very first tournament I was hooked. I couldn't get enough of it. Uh, Not just the competition side of it, but you get to be surrounded by a great group of men and women, and
Hmm.
to meet all kinds of people from all over, and it, it's a lot of fun. And I immediately was hooked. Didn't want to miss any tournaments. Would look for any opportunity to be able to travel when I could for a tournament. And yeah, I loved it. And being able to help out over the years and help uh, Gabe run some events here or there, set up, offer to help take down flags and things like that. And then um, eventually kind of grew into now I'm an assistant director. It's got to evolve.
Well, not only has that evolved, but you started off in the D flight, and now you're in the B
Mhm.
flight. Um, and you're also somebody, obviously, helping Gabe. You would think maybe you miss, but you don't miss. 104 rounds you've played since April 11th of 2021. So, um, 5 years again. So you're talking
20
you're
rounds.
averaging 20 rounds a year, which is
Wow.
which is more than the average. It's more than the average tour has.
Yeah.
So that
Wow.
I mean, so an average tour will have like 16, maybe 17 rounds. And once you factor in, if they if they're a big if they've got a long season and they play some 2 days, but you got some that have 12 rounds, and so you're averaging more than what a normal tour does. That shows that number one, you don't miss, and then you also travel. You play in regionals. Now Chris said he was going to give you a hard time because you missed nationals last year.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I had to miss
Hmm.
I really wish I could have been there. I honestly only have been to nationals one time, but I love going there. I can't wait to get back to nationals again. Hopefully, I should be on the books for this year, so should be able to make it out there this year. And but
He
yeah.
said the same excuse for the Western States Cup. So
Well, you know what? There was some big plans in the works, Chris. For there's a solid reason why I had to miss the Ryder Cup, unfortunately.
Anything you want to share?
Well, so that was around the time I did get engaged. So I had a whole plan, and I proposed to my then girlfriend, now fiance, and I got engaged right around that time.
Well, Jordan, I'm not going to give you a hard time for that. Congratulations. You
wait.
do.
Do you want to share who it's with?
Her name is Jessica.
Uh-huh.
She is Gage's daughter.
Oh wow.
Kristen's pulling that out of me.
Hey, you
Well,
know, it's look, listen. It's not a bad thing.
N-
Because think of it. If you never
Oh, 100%.
came to your first event and fallen in love with it, who knows what would have happened, right?
Absolutely.
So Golf Week could bring you your next fiance for anyone that's listening out there. You just gotta show up.
and
True, that's true.
not only that, your fiance, and you get roped into doing more work.
There you go.
Yeah, well, you know what, Chris, you're absolutely right on that. Honestly, this golf tour has brought in so many great things into my life, and most important thing, my fiance. So I never would have met her without being on this tour, and I'm very lucky and to have all the experience I have because of it.
Dude, that's awesome.
And
All kidding aside, congratulations. That's awesome news. Gabe is one of my favorite people. I've never met his daughter, but congratulations. And
you think I'm bad at
Yep.
talking trash? Shit.
Yeah, well, you know, Chris, sometimes you just ask for it.
well, what's going on in Arizona this year? I mean, you guys obviously do a great job out there. You do a phenomenal job with the regional, but you do an even better job raising money for
V Foundation.
the V
The V
talk for a
Foundation.
living. I actually
The V
talk for a
Foundation.
living. The V Foundation.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of great things happening with the fundraising. Every year we try to find different and interesting ways to try to be able to raise our ability to give and fundraise for that. We've implemented the 50/50 raffles in every event, and my partner Dan Wigg, the artistic director on the tour, he's done such a fantastic job on the social media side of it and being able to promote the tour and put out some of the awesome raffles giveaways we've done to help donate more to the V Foundation and raise that money for the fundraisers. And he's just done such a great job in growing that. And we have a bunch of big things coming up too. Additional giveaways with the majors. We're getting ready to start our major season here in June. And you know, using those as platforms as well to be able to raise as much as we can.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll talk about Tupac here in just a minute, but
Yeah.
you got Ocotillo coming up. By the time the episode comes out, you will have already played Ocotillo. I love that course. I mean, and
Oh yeah.
you guys, you all have a great schedule, and you're in a great place because there are so many phenomenal courses out there where you all play. If you had a bad course out there, that would be a problem. But I mean, you've got so many options out there to choose, and like I said, you got Ocotillo, you got Lookout Mountain after that, and that's just what I'm looking at right now. So,
Yeah.
what's your
absolutely.
favorite course to play out there?
Oh man, there's so many good courses. It's hard to pick a favorite. I I guess I could break it up into category. Favorite from a playability or just course condition or things like that. One of my favorites has to be Weekopah, I think. Weekopah is
Yeah.
such a fun course.
Mhm.
I mean that's got to be one of the ones up there. But I'll tell you, Tim, this year we've been able to add. We have a lot of recurring courses, but we always every year try to add a few ones that we haven't played at before, or it's been a handful of years because we've included them in the rotation. And
Mhm.
Ocotillo being on there and here, Palm Valley we played a little bit ago. Getting back up to Prescott, beautiful up in Prescott and Sedona, getting back up there. Actually,
Mhm.
one course that we brought in, we started last year. We were able to partner with them, turning our Sedona event into a 2-day major of Seven
Yeah.
Canyons.
I was getting
That
ready to ask you about that because
yeah,
I played up there too. That's a
you know,
that's I love it.
that
I played
it
there
is
last year.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful up there, and to be able to get back up there again with them this year and have our first day start of that major start at Seven Canyon, very excited about it. Definitely one of my favorites that I've ever played.
Man. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, you could turn your schedule over every year and not have a bad course. I mean, it's and to get on some of the ones that you're getting on, or I mean, again, are just phenomenal. Um,
Yeah, we've
it's
got Greyhawk also coming in later this year, and
Mhm.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah, I
very
like
excited
Greyhawk
to play
too.
Greyhawk. Yeah, great. Challenging course though. But we're very lucky here in Arizona. Like, weather is great year round to be able to have access to courses all year long. I mean, our season
Mhm.
starts in January, and so being able to play all year long, access to all the courses out here, uh, we're very lucky, and it's nice to be able to kind of pick and choose and hopefully get the right partnerships with the right courses and being able to change up our schedule.
Yeah, and to be able to get on some of them, especially, in late May into June when it starts
Mhm.
getting really hot and the prices go down. You're playing phenomenal courses in great shape for relatively cheap. I mean, that's yeah. So you're playing Weekapaw on the 16th of August for $146. My guess is probably you know peak season. It's probably 250 to
Oh,
for rack
yeah.
rate.
Easily 250, and I've seen it higher than that too. I
Yeah,
know that's a warm force. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys have a tournament on it for 146. I mean, that's crazy, crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Greyhawk for 210, end of August.
Yep.
Falcon Dunes for 145, and well, that getting into September. But I mean, it's that's probably coming right off of Overseed would be my guess too.
It's right before. So,
Right before.
we typically, yeah, of course, they start overseeing end of September on
Mhm.
through October.
Yeah, awesome. So I know you guys are going to be doing the big raffle stuff, and we're going to talk about that in a couple weeks. But what if for people that are listening? Because again, you guys play all year long. Give me one tournament that they should not miss.
Oh, that's got to be Tuvok. That's got to be Tuvok. We got Tuvok is probably one of our favorite stops every year on the tour. It,
Yeah.
it's kind of remote. A lot of people surprisingly don't know about it. It's also a film site for Tin Cup. Any Tin Cup fans out there, is still part of that movie there. But it's a small golf resort down in southern Arizona, about 20 minutes north of Nogales, and it's like a little golf aid where you get off the freeway, you don't even realize you're in Arizona anymore. But players they come in, they bring their families, and it turns into a fun vacation, a family vacation. It's a lot of fun. The course is beautiful, um, great conditions, and it's a lot of fun down there. And I think just that all the players in general and their families just have so much fun out there every year. It's a blast, and we do some of the largest amount of our fundraising happens at Tubac. So
Oh, really? Okay.
we're very excited to get down there every year. Our tour is very excited to be down there every year, and it's a good time.
Well, eventually I'm going to get there, and maybe we'll do a live hit from down there, Chris. But um, this year you guys are going to be there over 4th of July, and
Yeah.
I I like
It's
talking
always
about it.
around
With my,
4th of July.
but here's my youngest daughter is due to have her next baby right around that time, so I'm kind of not going anywhere to
Tuvok,
see
granddaughter.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Those were the choices. So, but yeah, but eventually we're going to get there, and I'll see what all the fuss about with Tupac. Maybe he's
Yeah.
running around. Who knows?
I'm telling you,
And
man.
another
It's
event, Tim, I'd like to shout out to is our regional. We host the regional every year at TPC Scottsdale over Labor Day weekend.
Mhm.
That's another very popular one around the country. It's at TP2 Scottsdale. Um, it's a fun event. Players come from all over the country. The competition level is always high there. That's always a good time as well. And we do quite a bit of fundraising at that event too. But that's definitely one I would also recommend to players out there. Want to come check out Arizona, check out that Labor Day regional.
Yeah, I mean, Kay's been doing that for a number of years, and that's one that always sells out. 180 some players, both courses.
I mean, you can't beat that price either.
Yeah,
You can't.
absolutely.
To play both courses in the morning on the weekend? Come on now.
Yeah, on Labor Day, Labor Day weekend.
And you get to go have lunch at the DraftKings Sportsbook and then just bet on college football all day? Come on.
Yeah, a lot
See,
of fantasy football drafts going on that weekend too.
Yeah.
the one thing that I think you all should do, and I know it'll never happen. I think that when you play the stadium course, everybody should play from the exact same tees. Everybody, and you move them all the way back.
No.
Why?
That'd be brutal, Tim.
So
It's
everybody,
it's hard
you
as
just
it
take-
is.
you just take your triple and move on.
No, because then it'd be what's a triple for every hole?
Yeah, it's a lot.
No.
192? No, that's not.
No, we're
Yeah,
not doing
that's
that.
No. Maybe on a practice round I'd be down, but no, it's hard as it is.
Yeah.
So-
That
Like
course is
number
definitely
9
tougher.
trying to clear that bunker and cut the corner.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're flying it from the B flight tees. Unless you're flying it 290, you're hitting behind those bunkers and having their long shot in.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but play. It's where amateurs play like pros. Do it.
Oh, we
Ja-
play like pros. It's just not the tee boxes.
So Jen and I used to go out there all the
We'll
time.
do a practice round.
I've
You
done
come
it.
out, we'll do a practice round together. We'll play the
So
trip
we used
together.
my wife and I used to go out there every June, and our friend who was our golf instructor, he would come out there, and we would play that, and we would play all the way back. Me and him would play all the way back, and
And how much fun did you have?
I had a blast. The guy I was playing with, he never shot never shot over par. I
Well,
got
that's not fair.
I got a couple of pars, and it's the experience, and you go out there, and with some of those greens that you could take 4 different clubs. It's a
Cool.
4 club difference on what you're hitting in there.
Oh, I
And it's-
know.
Why are you getting upset?
I'm getting upset because they have that big pond that's my nemesis that we've talked about before on here.
Yeah.
And they have the Tiger hole, which I think I've made it on the green once with like 20-mile-an-hour wind behind me. So, as a beef fighter, I love getting that course out of the way first, out of the 2 days, because I personally think Champions is better than Stadiums.
A lot of locals would agree with you, Chris. Champions is a lot of people would say that's the better course, but that big here between us.
Well, Jordan, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your service, and congratulations on the engagement. And I
Thank
hope
you. Thank you so
I'm
much.
hoping we're going to see you out here. Maybe what you could do. Gabe drives that van out here. Just jump in the van.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could.
I don't know. That's a long drive, Dave. I mean, I don't know if I have patience for that.
I've told Gabe 1 year I want to make that trip with him,
No, you don't.
and then he told me how many days it was, and I'm regretting. Maybe on the way back, we'll hit some courses on the way back, but up there and back is a little long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather fly out there, get there soon, and enjoy the island.
I'm with you. We drove the rig out. So 1 year after, when we traded for the one we have now, we left 2 days after national championship. I was exhausted and drove to Phoenix and traded in and drove one back. So this was right after
Wow.
national championship. Yeah.
That's
You
awesome.
don't have
I
rigs
don't-
in Hilton Head?
No, that's where the one was.
Oh,
That
you
that
couldn't
we-
find one closer?
No, we couldn't, because this was right around COVID when it was hard to get one.
Wow. Okay.
I don't recommend that drive. If we didn't have to get back, it would have been fine. Like if we could have taken our time out there and taken our time back, but we oh my God,
Oh,
we do lots
today's
of dumb
gas
stuff.
prices, I think I'd rather
To each
fly.
their own.
So
Look, Jordan, if you go to Nationals, I'll get you a stew sub.
oh my God, yeah.
How good.
And I'm pretty sure Jessica
good.
wouldn't mind going either.
Oh, no, she'd love to.
All right, my friend, you take care of yourself. We'll talk to you
All
soon.
right.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for having me on. Bye.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Srixon.
Tim, I know you gave me a hard time, shots fired right at the get-go, but Arizona and we've talked about this before, Arizona and El Paso Las Cruces have a brother-brother relationship. We're big brother, they're little brother, and every reunion we have to, give those dabs here and there. So they're not ready for it this year. They're in for some treats because we've got something. And I say we as like my tour members have some things on the books for this year as they visit events over there. We can't wait.
You want to share or no?
No. I don't want to spoil it,
Okay.
but we will talk about it once they blossom.
Okay. Hey, I'm not kidding about their schedule. Seriously. I mean, Ocotillo, I love that course. I love Ocotillo.
Seven Canyons is awesome. We were there last year. Hopefully we're able to go back again this year. It's just, it's a great time. The Sedona area is super small. I don't want to say nothing to do out there, but if you take your family out there, they're able to relax, have a good time while you play golf. Good food out there. We found a very good barbecue spot that you wouldn't think barbecue in North Arizona, but it was very good. And what's cool about that little town is just one road with everything in there.
Yeah.
To walk everywhere.
Right. I love it up there.
Well, we need to get you out there. Maybe the regional.
Maybe. Let me pull that up. That's the
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend, yeah. I'm trying to need to see the actual dates. I was just on that site too. Give me a second. So that is 5th, 6th. I'm supposed to be in Orlando till the 3rd.
Just take a flight. Like it's that easy.
We'll see.
But no, Jordan's great. You know what him and Dan are doing over there. You know, help basically almost seems like taking over. Dan's done some amazing jobs on the website, social media. This guy posts nonstop like he doesn't have a job. Jordan and Jessica run, I don't know, the actual tournaments like nothing. I think she's been doing it so long with Gabe that all three could be gone, and it wouldn't be like anybody was missed. So they got a good crew down there. If you're traveling, you're gonna go play some golf in some hot weather. We'll be at the Arizona event. If you want to play some golf with a little bit less hot weather, come see us in El Paso. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. So what does Gabe do? He just plays golf now? I mean,
yeah.
He
deserves
directs,
it, man.
directs people, drives a van.
Drives a
Tell you
van.
When he comes on, we need to figure out what he's actually doing.
I think he's doing flags now.
Oh, he does the flags?
He's been promoted to flags and banners.
Actually, you know what? I love doing flags and banners. I do.
It's we joked a lot. We joke a lot around here. But when it's tea times, and obviously I'm gonna go off the first group, and I have my assistants kind of like stagger to check in, and I gotta do the flags. You forget after not doing it for a while how much work it is. And if I forget my little wagon that day, oh man, I'm carrying set up flags, and a gust of wind comes, and there they all go, and it's not an easy job. You need a heart for that one.
I know. I love that. I love doing it.
Every assistant or every member that helps out their director with flags, kudos. So that's.
And don't forget them pick them up either. You better remember where you put them.
Yeah. Especially, you know what sucks? When it rains.
Oh my God.
And you gotta get your flags. And then you forget about them, and it stinks up the little bag that you have them in. No, I haven't done that. No, I'm just saying.
No. It's not my problem anymore. So you haven't played since April, but you say your game is good. Talk to me.
So, competitively, I haven't played. Okay. I went out with a couple of friends I haven't seen in a while to what I consider my home course, shot a 79.
Good.
The tees I normally play at. Then one of them did a scramble, 4-man scramble with my assistant director and 2 other coworkers, and we went 13 or 14 under. But my irons into the greens is what got us there. You know, hitting them pretty close to where we had legit birdie putts.
Okay.
Almost chipped in for eagle on the last hole, which was pretty cool. So I'm feeling confident. I'm going to play, as we're recording, I'm going to play this weekend in a 2-man scramble. See how that goes. And then hit the ground running with our next 2-day major.
What's that called? The Pueblo de Cochiti?
Yep.
Did I say it right?
Up there in the mountains, north New Mexico.
Okay.
Nothing's in the area of this reservation but the golf course.
Wow.
Yeah. It's still like a 45-minute drive from where our hotels are going to be.
Seriously?
45-minute drive. Yep. So you're in there.
So you got noon shotgun both days. What time we get home? Oh, you got that?
I'm trying to negotiate a morning shotgun Sunday.
I was gonna say, what time you getting home Sunday night?
If it's at noon, not till 10.
That's a long day. But I mean, heck, I used to do that all the time.
Yeah. It's all right. It's a easy coast down the mountain.
Got to get you one of those Teslas. You don't have to worry about it. Just kick back and, by the time you get home, you wake up and
I don't know if I could trust those, honestly.
no way. Yeah, there's no way. I'm not trusting that. Sorry. Not happening.
Mm-mm.
So here's the question, though. No, I'm not asking that question right now.
Ask the question.
No, I'm not asking that question. I know better than that. It almost slipped out. All right, so here's the question. You got it. Let Jen drive and have me sleep, or sleep with the Tesla and let the Tesla drive.
I still don't trust a Tesla.
I want to live.
You're driving.
Yeah, I'll drive. Oh my gosh, God bless her, man. God bless her. So when I had she obviously had to drive me for a while when I had my knee replaced.
Mm-hmm.
God bless her. She did a great job at it, but driving home from the hospital, the hospital was like probably about a little over an hour away. It was so
I
uncomfortable.
don't remember no hospital on the island.
Oh, it's got a good hospital on the island, but that's not where the surgery was.
Okay.
It was out in Beaufort, past Paris Island.
That's it?
Yeah. And so I was miserable coming back and very uncomfortable. And it's stop and go. It's not,
Right.
You can open up a little way, but most time it's stop and go, and it was not good. Not good all the way around. Not good all the way around.
And if you get like the between 2 to 5 o'clock traffic over there,
Oh my God.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, we've got found out today. So when my youngest daughter has the new baby, we're going up to see that.
Right.
And then when we come back,
That?
yes, it's gonna be a girl. We're gonna go up and take a look at that.
I'm gonna replay this to that when she's older.
Oh my God. And then when we come back, my oldest daughter and her 2 kids are going to come down here for a week.
Oof.
And then my oldest daughter's going back, but we're getting the kids are going to be with us for 2 weeks.
Summer break.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a whole month with the grandkids.
Bless your heart.
This is going to be awesome.
I know you enjoy it with him.
I do.
You
Dude, I'm telling you, it's so much fun. You do nothing but play.
right.
You eat candy, you play, you have ice cream.
They eat candy and ice cream.
No. It's extra sugar time, man. I tell you, it's so much fun. So anyhow, but
Take them to there's a candy shop by
candy store, yeah.
You gotta take them to. Yep.
Yep. We of course we
Me and
take them there.
Devin went there when she came down that one time.
Yeah, it's called Pops.
Yes, it is called Pops.
That's what
They
they
had
call me.
Big
They call me
Red.
Pops. Uh-huh.
They had
Yeah,
Big Red in bottles.
Uh-huh.
I hardly see those.
They got all kinds of stuff there. They got all the old time candy.
I think about like 18 of them and drank them in 2 days. That wasn't good.
No wonder you were sick, man.
No, that was not the same year. This was actually the year that I won the Director's Cup. So maybe I need to do that again.
Just get you some Big Red. Oh man. Anyhow, well, we're going to Savannah Bananas tomorrow. That's gonna be fun.
So lucky. You know what? Tomorrow they have Savannah Bananas, but it's not here in El Paso, but it's not obviously the Bananas. It's
Right.
2 other teams.
Yeah.
But they announced, going off topic of golf, they announced they're doing their championship, partnering with Disney Plus, and Disney YouTube to live stream the championship.
Really?
Yeah, they announced that yesterday.
Dude, it's awesome. And all kidding aside, if you ever get a chance to go hear Jesse Cole speak, the guy who owns the Savannah Bananas and came up with this, you need to go do that. I mean, he's a phenomenal speaker he thinks differently, obviously.
Yeah.
But with the whole idea is trying new things that nobody else would try to improve the experience for the fans. And he lets his employees, if you come up with an idea and you come up with a plan, if you come up with a budget, whatever it is, and he'll let you do it. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, great. Try something else. Yeah. Seriously, if you ever get a chance to hear him speak, you need to go do that. So.
Well, I mean, look what he's done with it.
Yeah.
Taking it from, just having fun to now playing in MLB ballparks and football stadiums where it's not even set up for a baseball field.
Yeah. Yeah, he tells a story about how broke he was. How broke he and his wife were, sleeping on. They sold their furniture. That's how broke they were. Sleeping on the floor.
I saw a joke. You can keep it in the episode or not, but I saw a joke when Spirit Airlines went down. And he goes, "Oh, I need some planes that are yellow already."
Oh my God.
I mean, he could do it now. He could buy one for every team. Slap on some logos on there.
Yeah, but I mean, maintenance and stuff on that stuff is so expensive. And that's why when you fly private,
I've never flew. I don't know. I've never flown.
You're driving. Yeah, me either. So, but we're way off now. But you need to watch. Go on YouTube and look at Amalfi Jets. AM, they do phenomenal stuff.
Ridiculous.
It's hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, that's what you got to do. Fly private. I don't know how you do it.
It'd be cool if this guy played golf and we can get him on the podcast, but
No, he won't. He won't give us a free flight.
I don't want a free flight. I just want to talk to the man.
I want to fly private once. Oh my goodness gracious! All right. What else you got? Anything good?
Oh, that's about it, man.
Awesome. How'd it go with your son at school?
With what?
You said you had an orientation meeting for your son.
Oh yeah. It went well. He's excited, man. If he can put his mind to it, he'll be done with college before he graduates high school, which is wild.
Yeah. And when does he start that?
August, when the next school year. He's still a little 8th grade punk right now.
How much longer they got till they're done this year?
End of the month.
Okay.
So not much longer, but I mean, I don't know why they go to school these last 4 weeks. All they're doing is parties. Like they've done all their standardized testing. Why have them? I mean, they're taking it off my hands, so I guess I shouldn't complain. But
Shouldn't complain, yeah.
it's like, what'd you learn today? Oh, we had a party in this class, and then we had to hang out in this class, and then they said we could do whatever we want in this class. Cool.
Yeah. That's not how it was when I was in school. You were working.
Me neither.
You work. You better come to school with your pencil and paper. I don't even think we had backpacks back then. Carried our books around. Their work.
Walking in the snow 10 miles.
Exactly.
Up.
But you didn't have it. I mean, we had that. We had snow in Maryland. That's for sure. You didn't have it there.
No, I walked to and from school every day through middle school.
How far was it? For real?
Elementary was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks on a main street.
Sidewalks?
Middle school, yeah, there were sidewalks.
Yeah. So you were walking down the main. You were walking down the street. You were walking on the sidewalk.
Still a main street. And then middle school was a little bit farther.
All right. And you turned out okay.
I turned out okay.
See, you're gonna be just fine. Yeah, I told. I give my oldest daughter a hard time because her youngest will be 4 in July, and I said, okay, so that means there's no more crying, there's no more whining. He's a grown ass man. We're not putting up with crying or whining anymore. And she goes, Dad, he's only 4. I said, yeah, that's right. I didn't allow you to cry when you were 4. That's funny.
Likewise. Yes, sir. Likewise. Have a good one, guys.